Hello again. I am Bane, and I'm on another adventure. It is July 6th, Sunday, 2 days after the 4th of July. It's been pretty busy today, traffic-wise. I am in West Virginia, exploring a trail, a rail trail, that I've been hearing pretty good stuff about. The Meadow River Rail-Trail. This is sort of a impromptu trip, which a lot of my trips are. I didn't realize how close I was to the Meadow River Rail-Trail. This is in the New River Gorge area, or close to it. I came up Route 60, the Midland Trail, to get here. It is quite hot. My thermometer in the sun said 105. It looked like the trail, this section of the trail was completed in 2023, and it looks like they have plans to extend it. I'm not sure when that'll be complete. So I think right now it's 9 miles long. So out and back, 18 or 20 miles. So far, crushed stone, and I'm just getting started, so we'll see. Like and subscribe, follow along as we document the Meadow River Rail-Trail. On we go. Started off at the Nallen, West Virginia Trailhead, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Nallen. Was a lumber town to begin with, and looks like there's still a lumber yard there. Biking along the Meadow River. I can see it over there, but currently there's a lot of vegetation between us. old mile marker from the train, mile 38. This was a rail line from the CSX railroad for hauling timber. Right now the trail is listed as 9 miles long. There are 2 trailheads, one in Nallen, which is where I started, and another one about 3 miles from Nallen in Russellville, West Virginia. And then from there, it runs about just under 6 miles. And it says once it's finished, it'll be 23 miles long. And possibly running into, what did that say? The Meadow River National Recreation Area. So I didn't check, but I'm assuming the Meadow River probably flows into the Meadow River. I saw a sign for the Babcock State Park when I turned off of Route 60 on the 41. Said Babcock was about 6 miles away. So this is in a pretty nice location for visiting other areas, and only being 9 miles currently makes it a pretty nice stop if you're biking and not filming. I suppose you could knock this out in a couple hours on your way to go do something else. I just finished a tour through West Virginia, about 200 miles to the Blackwater State Falls from the Blackwater Falls State Park down to Marlington, West Virginia. So this is sort of a break, assuming the trail's like this the whole way. Nice little trail to get out and bike. Nice bridge. Now that is a serious bridge. They have got some money and some work into that one. Passing mile marker 37 now. I just passed a sign that said 1 mile to the next trailhead. So far, so good. Now, I was in between the road and the river, and now we've crossed the river, so the road's on the other side of the river. Someone said it looks like I'm just floating along out here, because all you can really see is my chest. I got this camera extended out quite a bit, Not really sure what I can see though. There's some rapids. Do not enter when flooded. Now see, you can see here, they've got concrete on this section, and that's because they know the water rolls over the trail here, and when it does, it would take away, it would wash away the gravel surface and the soil at some point. So there's been some thought behind it, and they've laid down concrete. You'll see that on places, on various trails where there's flood issues. If they're planning it out, and they have the funds, they'll lay down a concrete surface to keep it from washing away. It's pretty slight, and I'm pretty sure from Nallen to this direction is a slight incline. I don't know what the grade is. It's not a lot, but it's certainly enough that going the other direction I'll be moving a little faster. trestle ahead. If I recall, the Clear Creek Rail Trail, which is also a newer rail trail in West Virginia down on the southern end, also had these signs listing where the next trestle is at. That must be something new they're doing. Nice canopy so far. It's a really hot day, but I've been in the shade quite a bit. Climbing up this grade. I'm gonna have a nice pace on the way back. If there is elevation climb or elevation gain on an out and back trail, I like to do the elevation on the way out, so on the way back by I can just skate on in. The Meadow River. Neato. I'm at like 9.4 miles. Still a nice surface. It's listed as 9 miles. But this is definitely some nice crushed stone. Though the sides are a little overgrown. They're certainly not mowing here. Not that it really needs it yet. I was planning 9 miles. I guess I'll kind of go until they don't look, I don't know, rail trail-y. Mile marker 30 from the original rail line. I believe the end of the trail that it was referring to was back there at the bridge. But I really don't know. Maybe the signage is old and they've got the other section done. That might be it right there. Alright, that is the end of the nice crushed stone. And this is the original ballast surface. I suppose a person could keep on going here if they want. Yeah, I just saw remnants of a railroad tie, unless it was a downed log. Right at 10 miles. Definitely been other people cycling this direction. You know, even though they haven't started on this section of the trail, and it's obviously not maintained, this is nicer than some rail trails I've been on. Yeah, this isn't bad. It looks like, I guess all they really need to do is mow this section, and they could toss down the crushed stone, and it's good to go. Nice shot of the river. The bend in the river. Kind of want to go around the corner here, see what I can see, and then turn around. Or rather, not turn around before the end of this corner. Bear poop. Big old bear poop. Some bear scat. Well, that's the end of the developed section of the Meadow River Rail-Trail. I went out about a quarter mile past the developed section. I'll be honest, this undeveloped section is still pretty nice. There's really no reason you can't roll through here. Just like a old country road. Definitely a nice trail. This direction, certainly some incline as you're climbing up the river, but nothing bad. Probably pretty close to the grade that's on the Greenbrier River Trail. It'll make for a nice trip back. I've heard good things about the trail and I wanted to come and check it out. I've seen photos, but I'm not sure anybody's been out here filming. If they have, I haven't seen it. So I suppose the people I follow haven't. And I find myself in a position of promoting trails. So, wanted to come out, check it out. I'll probably get a few shots of the river on the way back. And that'll be it for the Meadow River Rail-Trail. Now, I think they plan on taking it all the way to Rennell, West Virginia. And that'll be cool. I don't remember what else passes through Rennell. I know the Midland Trail does, which is Route 60, a auto road. I just feel like there was something else that was passed through there or might pass through there in the future. I just don't remember. Back on the crushed stone. Pretty nice. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let's get back to the car. Probably do my feedback of the trail on the way back to the car, rather than while I'm driving. Might be safer. I don't know. This bridge is probably the end of the developed section. There is crushed stone still the other direction a ways, but they're not mowing. But again, you know, you can bike through there even though it's not mowed. And you can bike through the other section that doesn't have the crushed stone. Don't know how far that section goes before it gets bad, or if it gets bad. But at least where I stopped at, you could have kept going. Cool rock formations. Well, that is it for the Meadow River Rail-Trail. I am just about back to my car. Less than 2 miles to go. from Nallen, West Virginia, from the Nallen Trailhead, you have an incline on the way up the river. Nothing severe. Took me a little while to realize there was an incline. So it's not terrible, nothing difficult. But it's nice enough. It's a nice enough incline. And on the way back, you get some pretty fun rolling back down. Trail seems to be well maintained. The views of the river is nice. A lot of rock formations in the river. Looks like they've at least started on the other section of trail, as the crushed stone still goes out for a little ways. I will definitely be keeping an eye on the Meadow River Rail-Trail and looking forward to its completion. If they extend it out, I'll definitely be back to ride again. One cool thing about the trail is its location to the New River Gorge. So if you're in the area visiting the New River Gorge, the Meadow River Rail-Trail is a pretty good option for biking. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the comments I've been getting. Survey was done, and it says my subscribers are 80% cooler than other people, with the 50% cool factor bonus for those of y'all that comment. Alright, that is it for the trail. Like and subscribe, follow along. Until next time, follow along.